Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Brooke is furious that Taylor is only sporting Ridge's shirt. Taylor Hayes, Ridge Forrester, and Maggie Larkin Brooke Logan on December 23, 2024. According to spoilers for the CBS soap opera, Taylor Hayes slams Brooke Logan with a visual shocker as she strolls down the stairs after leaving Ridge Forrester's bedroom in just his shirt. Brooke simultaneously appears ill and enraged. This man had just slept in the same bed as the Logan matriarch the day before. Thus, Brooke and Ridge believed they were a pair that no one could ever break up. But now, with her risque clothes and disheveled hair, Taylor is gloating in silence. Spoilers for Bold and the Beautiful, Taylor Hayes' visual message slams Brooke Logan. Taylor Hayes was not given a walk of shame by Bold and the Beautiful. If Taylor were a peacock, she would spread her feathers in pride when Brooke Logan caught her during a brawl with Ridge Forrester. Brooke Logan in Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Fans of the Bold and Beautiful believe Taylor did precisely that, even though she denied ever considering pursuing Ridge. Ridge is called to open the door at Eric Forrester's mansion by Brooke this week. He left Brooke Logan and is now staying here. However, Brooke is occupied with Taylor Hayes in the bedroom, so his calls go unanswered. We watch Taylor introduce herself to Brooke with a terrifying visual slam as she eventually enters Eric's home. As Brooke tries to speak with Ridge in the living area, Taylor comes straight down the stairs from his bedroom. Taylor's message is clear and unmistakable. She is wearing only what appears to be an enormous shirt that might have belonged to Ridge Forrester. B&B spoilers, Brooke attempts to explain her strategy to Ridge Forrester. According to next week's spoilers for Bold and the Beautiful, Brooke Logan is trying to justify her strategy for undoing the takeover of Forrester Creations. Ridge, however, is not buying it in the preview footage. Ridge Forrester doesn't understand how Brooke could take advantage of him by taking the CEO job and then claim to have done everything for him. In the preview clip, his rage is excessive. Ridge Taylor, Brooke Logan, and Taylor Hayes in Bold and the Beautiful. In the picture above, Taylor appears as the two are engaged in a heated argument. Therefore, even if B&B fans are aware that Ridge acted prematurely by sleeping with Taylor, he doesn't. This time, however, he probably won't see that he has opened a can of worms, leaving him with no escape route. Spoilers for Bold and the Beautiful, will Taylor's claws allow Ridge to leave? This triangle will be played out in Bold and the Beautiful, but this time there's a difference. Ridge will probably want to go back to Brooke Logan as time passes on B&B. But he might discover that he is unable to this time. She has a safety net in the form of her diagnosis, which is why her claws are sharper than ever as she clings to the dressmaker. Therefore, he might not be able to leave Taylor Hayes. She returned to Los Angeles with a catastrophic heart failure diagnosis. She discovered that she has broken heart syndrome after seeing a physician in Los Angeles. She is therefore on the path to recovery with Ridge's assistance. However, if he determines that Brooke Logan is his fate once more, this could become a major issue. If he broke Taylor's heart, as he had done in the past, and caused her health to deteriorate, no one would forgive him. He is likely to be overcome with guilt if he attempts to let Taylor Hayes go. Taylor may face the greatest obstacle yet as a result of his diagnosis, even if he is aware that he belongs with Brooke Logan. In addition, he was never able to withstand his children's anger. This is particularly true with Steffy Forrester. His daughter will never forgive him for causing her mother's health to deteriorate. Therefore, it's likely that Ridge Forrester didn't plan ahead before putting Taylor Hayes to bed. Brooke's revelation, Taylor's bare exposure, and Zen's spy game. Finally, here is the Bold and the Beautiful recap for Monday, December 23, 2024. Taylor Hayes appears in today's episode wearing Ridge Forrester's clothing. Highlights of the Bold and the Beautiful recap. Zen Forrester Dominguez tries to hide his actual thoughts regarding the coup as Brooke Logan discovers that Ridge is back on. Ridge Forrester's passion, a recap of the Bold and the Beautiful. Ridge and Taylor continue to make out on the bed, according to the B&B recap for Monday, December 23. Brooke continues to rap on the front door in the meanwhile. Taylor assures Ridge that her love for him has never diminished. Ridge spills vodka all over Taylor's shirt after pouring it and leaning in to kiss her. Taylor leaves to tidy up. Brooke has entered the house and is standing at the base of the stairs while Taylor is out. Brooke tells Ridge they need to talk when he comes downstairs. Read more, Why Taylor's love for Ridge is doomed to end in heartbreak, B&B spoilers. B&B spoilers, an explanation from Brooke Logan. Ridge is aware of the CEO's announcement already. Brooke is sorry, she wanted to break the news to him directly. Brooke is accused by Ridge of betraying everyone, but especially himself. Ridge isn't interested in listening to Brooke's attempts to rattle off justifications. According to Brooke, she replaced him as CEO. Ridge retorts that Brooke stabbed him in the back. Ridge lashes out at Brooke, saying she went over to that filth. Taylor enters the room wearing just Ridge's shirt while Brooke fumbles to explain. Devastated, Brooke departs. Taylor inquires about Ridge's well-being. Brooke is outside, crying. Recap of The Bold and the Beautiful, I hope Logan's support. According to The Bold and the Beautiful synopsis, Zend is drawing at Forrester Creations when he remembers Brooke stating that she accepted the position just to defend Ridge and the Forrester family. Zend is interrupted by Hope Logan, who asks what's on her mind. Hope implies that Zend is experiencing mixed emotions on the modifications. It's wonderful to be back at Hope for the future, Zend says. Hope doesn't want Zend to keep his emotions to himself. Zend is a respected member of the line, according to Hope. Zend claims that he is treading carefully. Hope requests that Zend consider this. Hope urges Zend to give this fresh start a shot, but she won't convince him not to feel split. Zend murmurs to himself that the new period may not survive long once Hope departs. Read more, spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, will Brooke keep her word? Forrester's return is under investigation. B&B recap, December 23, 2024, Monday. Steffi Forrester Finnegan and John Finnegan tuck the children in at the Cliff House. They discuss Taylor and Ridge. Steffi talks about how much time Ridge squandered on Brooke. Brooke can't use seduction to get out of this one, Steffi argues. Steffi questions whether Hope will change the company's name to Logan Creations. They shift the conversation to the children's excitement for the holidays. Steffi believes that Tridge will become closer as a result of Brooke's infidelity. Finn can see it taking place. Though she hopes for a positive outcome, Steffi despises the LLC scam. Steffi is looking for a miracle during Christmas. Zend, a dreamer who believes in love, family, and the enchantment of the holidays, has always been the Forrester clan's optimist. His Christmas wish this year is to spend a romantic, ideal moment with Paris. In addition to expressing his love, he imagines a beautiful proposal that solidifies their connection as a couple meant to be together. But after December 23, it becomes painfully obvious that Zend's dream will not be fulfilled, and the complex dynamics of The Bold and the Beautiful lie at the heart of this sadness. Zend has been under a lot of stress in the run-up to Christmas, but he has done his best to ignore the warning signs. His muse and partner, Paris, has been growing more and more aloof as she pursues her own goals and personal development. Although Zend genuinely loves Paris, his ideas about their future together don't totally line up with her objectives right now. Paris is at a turning point in her life, prioritizing her work and independence above the kind of commitment Zend is looking for. Even though he is aware of her reluctance, Zend is still optimistic that the enchantment of Christmas would strengthen their bond. The Forrester mansion is a hive of holiday activity on December 23. Garlands, sparkling lights, and a massive Christmas tree that acts as the focal point of the family's festivities adorn the halls. Carols and laughter fill the air, creating a cozy and joyous environment. Zend is poised to make his move, wearing a dapper suit and holding a tiny velvet package with a sparkling engagement diamond inside. From the moment he draws Paris away to the sincere words he has practiced innumerable times, he has meticulously planned every aspect of the proposal. Zend sees this proposal as the pinnacle of what he feels their relationship should be about, not just a statement of love. However, as the evening wears on, Zend starts to feel uneasy. Despite being courteous and participating in the celebrations, Paris appears preoccupied. She is abnormally silent in situations that would normally make her enthusiastic, and her smiles don't quite reach her eyes. The moment Zend has been waiting for takes a surprising turn when he finally finds the strength to draw her away. He is about to stoop down and open the box when Paris, foreseeing what is about to happen, interferes. "Zend," she says softly, regretting something, "I have to tell you the truth. I don't think I'm prepared for this." Zend felt her words strike him like a lightning strike. His well-planned dream abruptly collapses, leaving him unable to comprehend her admission. Paris clarifies that even though she loves him very much, she is not in a position to dedicate herself to the future he has in mind. Prior to making such a big move, she is concentrating on her personal development and discovering her identity. Although she believes that it wouldn't be fair to either of them to jump into an engagement right away, she reassures him that her love for him are genuine. Even if the refusal was given politely, Zend is devastated. His heart has always been on his sleeve, so this moment of vulnerability is particularly hurtful. Once a source of excitement and expectation, the festive surroundings now seem suffocating and hollow. Zend is left alone with his thoughts as he watches Paris leave, struggling with the disappointment of unmet expectations and the uncertainty of what lies ahead. The Forrester family is affected by this moment's consequences. His loved ones catch wind of Zend's disappointment and come together to offer words of encouragement and support. Ever the protective uncle, Rich reminds Zend that love frequently calls for perseverance and patience because life is full of unexpected turns. The patriarch of the family, Eric, emphasizes the value of remaining true to oneself by sharing his own stories of grief and rebirth. Even Finn and Steffi, who are having a rare moment of stability in their own relationship, give advice on how to handle the difficulties of love. In the meantime, Paris finds herself considering her choice. Even though she is aware that she made the best decision for herself, she nevertheless experiences the grief and guilt that come with disappointing a loved one. As she works through the difficulties of striking a balance between her relationships and her goals, her path turns into one of self-discovery. She knows the danger she's taking by turning away from Zend's vision of their future, but she's confident in her decision to put her own needs first. For Zend, the encounter marks a sea change in his development as a person. Despite being heartbroken, he finds comfort in the creative process and directs his passion into his work as a designer. Despite its difficulties, he finds that the holidays are a time for introspection and rejuvenation. With his family's love and support, Zend starts to regain his self-confidence and reevaluate his true desires in life and love. Additionally, the plot acts as a trigger for more significant changes within the Forrester household. Other characters are forced to consider their own relationships as Zend and Paris deal with the consequences of their broken engagement. Ridge and Brooke, whose marriage is still in jeopardy, compare Zend's ordeal to their own hardships. Ever the sympathetic voice, Taylor comforts Zend by telling him that loss frequently serves as a springboard for increased self-awareness. Even Thomas, who is notorious for making snap judgments, gives Zend some unusually wise counsel regarding fortitude and the value of timing in relationships. The Forrester mansion is once again a hive of love, laughter, and the prospect of fresh starts as Christmas Day draws near. Despite the fact that his request has not been granted, Zend takes solace in the fact that life's detours frequently present unanticipated chances. With all of its pleasures and difficulties, the holiday season serves as a reminder that, like the ideal Christmas, love is frequently about more than simply the presents we get, it's also about the relationships we create, the knowledge we gain, and the fortitude we discover within ourselves. The continuing essence of the bold and the beautiful is demonstrated by Zend's journey, which ultimately consists of self-discovery and growth. His story strikes a chord with viewers, serving as a moving reminder that despite setbacks, there is always hope for a better future. Even if Zend does not receive his Christmas wish, the lessons he learns and the strength he acquires open up new possibilities and the possibility of a truly meant-to-be relationship. As he struggles with the intricacies of love, loyalty, and his position in the dynamic, frequently stormy world of the Forrester family, Carter's Christmas plays out against a backdrop of desire and introspection. Carter faces many difficulties during the holiday season this year, which puts his forbearance and fortitude to the test. In the meantime, Carter's voyage and Brooke's personal holiday hardships collide, forming a complex emotional web that emphasizes the joys and sorrows of Christmas in the bold and the beautiful. Carter feels a sense of sadness amid the joy as the Forrester home comes to life with holiday decorations and the cozy light of family get-togethers. His last year's love involvements have left him with wounds that take time to heal. His unresolved feelings for Katie, whose relationship with Bill continues to cause stress and uncertainty, are exacerbated by the lingering specter of his failed engagement to Quinn. For Carter, Christmas serves as a painful reminder of the love he has lost as well as a time to appreciate the relationships he cherishes. As is customary in Forrester, the celebrations begin with a sumptuous Christmas Eve meal where family and friends come together to exchange presents, laugh, and think back on the previous year. Ever the devoted confidant and friend, Carter jumps at the chance to assist Ridge and Eric in planning the celebration. From the carefully chosen cuisine to the glittering decorations on the tree, his painstaking attention to detail guarantees that every element of the event is flawless. But even as he observes happy couples like Steffi and Finn, Carter can't help but sense that something is lacking in his own life. In contrast, Brooke's Christmas is characterized by a feeling of vulnerability and uneasiness. The shadow of Taylor's presence lingers, and her tense relationship with Ridge has not been resolved. Despite her best efforts to appear brave for her family, Brooke's feelings are simmering beneath the surface and could explode at any time. Her sense of loneliness is exacerbated by the holiday season, which emphasizes love and family. Even if her own heart hurts, Brooke decides to put her troubles aside and concentrate on making the day memorable for her loved ones. A fortuitous meeting between Carter and Brooke later in the evening provides an unanticipated moment of connection. Carter is arranging the supper when he sees Brooke standing by the fireplace by herself, looking longingly at a framed picture of her and Ridge from a more carefree era. Carter notices that she is depressed and smiles softly at her. With a sympathetic tone, he remarks, "You know, Brooke, the holidays have a way of bringing up old memories." Despite her initial reluctance, Brooke finally confides in Carter about her frustrations and anxieties. With both characters revealing their fears and aspirations for the future, their chat turns into a heart-to-heart. Brooke finds unexpected comfort from Carter's composed manner and steadfast support. Carter is then motivated to face his own feelings of inadequacy and longing by Brooke's candor. Their mutual regard and understanding are strengthened by their common vulnerability, laying the groundwork for a friendship that may have far-reaching effects. The atmosphere at the Forrester home changes to one of introspection as midnight draws near. In a moving toast, Eric leads the group in honoring the family's fortitude and resiliency during the last year's highs and lows. Inspired by Eric's words, Carter pauses to consider his own path. He understands that although he hasn't found love, he is surrounded by people who truly care about him. For Carter, this insight marks a sea change and rekindles his resolve to find happiness on his own terms. Amidst the events of the evening, Brooke also finds clarity. She decides to face her problems with Ridge head-on after being encouraged by her talk with Carter and her children's steadfast support. Although the road to reconciliation is still unclear, Brooke's renewed determination indicates a change in her outlook. She starts concentrating on regaining her sense of self and accepting the opportunities that lay ahead rather than moping about the past. Carter makes an unexpected move that serves as the evening's climax. He gathers everyone around the piano for an impromptu performance of a traditional Christmas carol, motivated by the festive mood. The company laughs and smiles as his rich baritone voice fills the room. A spirit of solidarity and hope temporarily replaces the burden of past errors and future uncertainties. Even Brooke, who had been fighting her inner demons for the majority of the evening, finds herself singing and laughing along, her mood lifted by the contagious happiness of the occasion. Carter and Brooke converse quietly at the doorway as the evening draws to a close. With a gentle yet earnest tone, Brooke adds, "Thank you for tonight." As always the gentleman, Carter replies with a kind smile, "You reminded me that even in the toughest times, there's always something to be grateful for. You also reminded me that being vulnerable is not a sign of weakness. It's what makes us human." The promise of fresh starts lingers in the air after they say it. The effects of Carter and Brooke's encounter start to reverberate across their lives in the days that follow. Encouraged by his newfound insight, Carter begins looking for ways to strengthen his relationships with other people. He embraces the notion that there are many different ways to find love and joy, whether it is via his profession at Forrester Creations or his developing connections. Regardless of the result, Brooke is resolved to find peace and closure, so she takes action to handle her relationship with Ridge. The plot of Brooke's journey and Carter's Christmas serves as a moving reminder of the complexity of human emotion and the value of interpersonal relationships. It emphasizes the value of resiliency, vulnerability, and the unwavering hope that characterizes the holiday season. Carter and Brooke grow stronger as a result of their shared experiences and personal hardships, demonstrating that even in the midst of heartbreak, there is always opportunity for development and rejuvenation. Brooke is lifted up by the Logans for Christmas. Christmas has always been a time of love, joy, and celebration for the Logan family, but this year there's a hint of resolve in the air. Typically the family's pillar of beauty and strength, Brooke Logan is having difficulties as the holidays draw near. Brooke feels vulnerable and alone as a result of her recent emotional problems with Ridge, which have been made worse by Taylor's reappearance in his life. But as Christmas approaches, her sisters, kids, and close friends get together with the unswerving goal of cheering her up and reminding her of her resilience. The Logan home is transformed into a winter wonderland from the first day of December. Ever the optimists, Donna and Katie are in charge of the decorations, making sure that the holiday joy is present throughout Brooke's house. Each of the glistening gold and silver decorations that adorn the beautiful fir tree symbolizes a treasured memory. Katie delicately positions the family relic, Brooke's favorite angel topper, on the highest branch. Donna, in the meantime, strings lights that twinkle and give the space a cozy warmth. With a determined tone, Donna says, "This house will radiate so much love and joy that Brooke won't have room for sadness." Hope, who is always sensitive to her mother's feelings, adopts a new strategy. She asks Brooke to join her and Beth in baking cookies for the afternoon. As the three generations of Logan women laugh, tell stories, and create a delectable mess, the aroma of cinnamon and gingerbread permeates the kitchen. When Brooke sees her granddaughter laughing joyfully over frosting-covered fingers, her problems temporarily seem to vanish. Later that night, as they sit by the fire, Hope whispers, "Mom, you've taught me everything about love and resilience. I know you'll emerge stronger than ever because this is just another chapter in your life." Brooke's sadness over Ridge's indecision and Taylor's influence endures despite the Logan family's best attempts. But a pivotal moment occurs on Christmas Eve. Katie, who is known for her ability to combine compassion and pragmatism, plans a family meal that serves as a loving intervention. She extends an invitation to all of Brooke's close pals, including Carter, Donna, and Eric, in addition to her relatives and kids. Everyone arrives ready to share a story, offer guidance, or just offer encouragement. The evening starts off with jokes and fun, but it quickly turns into something far more. The first to talk is always the patriarch, Eric. "You have been the center of our family for as long as I can remember, Brooke. We've all been inspired by your generosity, fortitude, and capacity for forgiveness." His statement strikes a deep chord, causing Brooke to stifle her tears. "If anyone deserves happiness, it's you." Donna then talks about how Brooke consoled her after a particularly trying day at school when she was a child. Donna adds with a shaky voice, "You've always been my big sister, my protector." Katie, ever the pragmatic, adopts a more straightforward stance, saying, "Now it's our turn to protect you. You don't need Ridge to tell you how valuable you are, Brooke. You are a force of nature, a loving mother, and an incredible woman. Don't allow anyone to remind you of it." Perhaps the most sentimental contribution comes from Hope. She gives Brooke a scrapbook that contains pictures, notes, and souvenirs from the best times in their family's history. "This is your legacy, Mom." Brooke's heart fills with thankfulness and a fresh sense of purpose as she turns the pages. It's not about who's in your life right now, but about the love you've given and the lives you've touched. Ridge's son, RJ, has planned a video montage that serves as the evening's last surprise. RJ makes it a point to help the family try to cheer up his mother, even though he has been away at college. Family vacations, Christmas get-togethers, and meaningful messages from loved ones who were unable to attend are all featured in the video. In his parting words, RJ states, "Mom, you have always been my hero. Keep your light shining brightly no matter what." Brooke sheds a lot of tears as the evening comes to an end, but these are tears of love and thankfulness. She starts to perceive herself as a strong, resilient, and unconditionally loving woman after being surrounded by her family's unrelenting support. In the face of such enormous support, the weight of her sadness is lighter and easier to bear, yet it doesn't completely go away. Brooke feels rejuvenated on Christmas morning. The smell of freshly brewed coffee and the sounds of children laughing fill her home with a sense of possibilities and hope. Hope, Donna, and Katie organize the family for a touching and humorous gift exchange. A diary from Hope, a spa day gift from Katie, and a personalized ornament from Donna that reads Logan Strong are among the thoughtful gifts that Brooke gets. The family gets together for a customary Christmas dinner later that day. Ever the courteous host, Eric raises a glass to the value of perseverance and family. With glasses clinking and smiles everywhere, Brooke is overcome with thankfulness. She may not know everything about her future with Ridge, but she is certain that she is not alone in her struggles. Hope extends a sincere invitation to Brooke to go on a walk with her and Liam under the stars as the evening comes to a close. Hope gives her mother one more bit of advice as they walk through the snow-covered terrain. Life often surprises us, Mom. The things we believe we have lost can occasionally resurface in unexpected ways. And occasionally we find something even better. Simply keep your heart open. The Logan family's attempts to encourage Brooke this Christmas turn out to be a game-changer for her. Even in her lowest points, their steadfast love and support serve as a reminder of her inner strength. Brooke enters the new year with a fresh feeling of optimism and the reassuring realization that her family will always support her, no matter what obstacles she faces.